Thank you. May the soul of the late Honorable Charles Were MP rest in eternal peace. I thank you. Next order, clerk. Maybe, honorable senators, before I allow the clerk to call the next order, I will allow honorable senators who wish maybe to remember their colleague to express their desire to say something, and if you're given the floor, kindly keep it under 3 minutes. The Honorable Tom Ojenda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This afternoon, as we resume, I would wish to join those who have come before me in commiserating with the family of the late Member of Parliament, Mr. Ongondo, in a manner so gruesome and so sad as to paint a picture of insecurity on every elected member. Mr. Speaker, as a member of the Orange Democratic Movement Party, ODM, the family of ODM is mourning and will continue, Mr. Speaker, to mourn during this period before we lay the late Ongondo Were to rest on Friday the 9th at Kasipul. And this is just a lesson to all of us who are members here that we must ensure that in our legislative duties, Mr. Speaker, we think about life and the afterlife. The afterlife, Mr. Speaker, means that we must know that we serve a constituency and we serve a people, and that when we are in Senate, we must deliver to those people because we are only here for a time. A time, Mr. Speaker, that only the Almighty can determine. And the exit from this world, Mr. Speaker, is not in our hands. We cannot define the manner, the architecture, or the design of how we depart from the universe. But we must all know that we must serve, and we continue to serve at the mercy of His Almighty. I pray, Mr. Speaker, that the Almighty God place the Honorable Ongondo Were's family in comfort and console them during this trying time. I also pray for all the people, the fraternity of the ODM family and of Homa Bay County, because this was a gentleman who was poised to become the chair of ODM in Homa Bay County. I know that, Mr. Speaker, let me say my last, that may the Almighty God rest His soul in eternal peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Manzo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I had an opportunity to serve with the Honorable Were as the National Assembly for 5 years. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that what happened to him is very bad and very sad. It was done with precision, and the killer made sure that the number of bullets down, that he had no chance to survive. Mr. Speaker, such brutality against an elected member or any other person is not warranted at all. Mr. Speaker, this caused the country on the nature of security and security systems in the country, so that, Mr. Speaker, we can be able to have everyone taken care of, not only by the police, but also by society. Even those who are with him were not able to help him or able to deal with the assassins immediately. Mr. Speaker, we have seen some arrests, and we hope that those are the right arrests, and the killers of Were and the family of Were will get justice. We pray that this doesn't happen again and that the security systems learn something about it and improve security not only of elected members but of every single citizen of the country. We condole with the family, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of myself and on behalf of the people of makwiny, and pray that God may strengthen the family and that his children and the rest of his relatives and friends may bear this with strength. I do thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. May his soul rest in eternal peace. I thank you.
Senator Osot.
Mr. Speaker, I also want to send my condolences on my own behalf, my family, and the people of Vihiga County to the family, friends of Honorable Ngondo Were, who I know very well, having served with him in the National Assembly, 12th Parliament. And this is one gentleman that I was interacting with all the time, because he was one of our very strong party members, a member who was very loyal and very committed to the party. And I was surprised to hear that he had been killed just 1 hour after I met him, Mr. Speaker. I met him while coming from my office on the first floor of KICC, and I met him on the ground floor. And he was on phone throughout. I stood there waiting for him to finish his phone call, and he continued talking on phone, clearly talking to someone on the other side, and appeared like they were in a very tense discussion. Mr. Speaker, it is very unfortunate that one of us can die in the manner that Honorable Ngondo Were died. All we can say is that the killers of Honorable Were must be brought to book. In fact, by now, Mr. Speaker, we should be told who killed Honorable Ngondo Were. The things we are hearing in the media, the defamation that is happening in the media against Honorable Ngondo Were is very unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. In our culture as lawyers, even if someone had issues, we don't discuss negative things about him when he's dead. I think we call on the media to be very objective so that we should not appear like we are condemning someone when he's dead. We as a party, we are concerned about the death, and we request that the investigation be completed and the people involved be brought to book and justice be served to the family of Honorable Ngondo Were. Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I want to mourn with the people of Homa Bay, with the ODM fraternity, for having lost such a very strong member and a pillar of our party in Homa Bay County. Mr. Speaker, rest in peace, Honorable Ngondo Were, and please, when you go there, pass our regards to all the fallen heroes in this country who have died through the same way of being killed through.
Senator Bone.
Mr. Speaker, this is very sad. It is sad that a serving member of Parliament has not only lost his life, but that it is being reported that the main suspect was a police officer, administration police. I do not understand what is happening. Mr. Speaker, is the problem the police and the discipline, or is the problem the command, or is it corruption, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, this is happening on the backdrop of police killing 5 innocent people in Baragoi, in Narok, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, these are serious questions which you must ask, and we must demand that security must be restored in the country. I am pleased to tell whoever is listening to me that today I've held a lengthy discussion with the Minister of Interior, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. And I had told him over the weekend that he must up his game, because under his watch, it's starting to look like, Mr. Speaker, insecurity of the country is going down, Mr. Speaker. I'm happy that after our discussion, the minister has not only given me his assurance, but he has also sent me with condolences to the family of high school teacher Rosalida Akinyi, who was also killed and robbed of her cash in Mumias town. And he has assured the people of Kakamega that he'll personally go there to attend to the rising insecurity. And what's more, the police has quickly moved the county commander of Kakamega. Mr. Speaker, we have to insist that the government must deliver on security. A family can just about do without anything or everything else from government, but security is the one thing that the government must guarantee our people. Mr. Speaker, this country has many cases of leaders who have lost their lives in a similar manner, and we look forward to a time when Kenyans will know that you don't have to walk anywhere in the country looking back over your shoulder, worrying that somebody can take your life. May the soul of Ongondawere Charles rest in it.
Senator Nyutu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to send my deepest condolences to the family, the friends of the Honorable Ongondawere. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Were was known to me because we lived in the same hotel in Kigali during the Yala Games of 2023. And what first captured my imagination of Honorable Were was his names, Ongondawere. And then he used to crack our ribs every morning because we used to have breakfast together with him and his neighbor from Dhiwa Wood Chief. And Ongondawere would tell us stories up to around 11, sometimes even making us late for the games that we had gone for, Mr. Speaker. And so his death, the news of his death, struck me like what we call a thunderbolt. And so we want to send our deepest condolences to also the people of Kasipul and the entire Homa Bay County. But Mr. Speaker, there are questions that we must ask. There are reports that the Honorable Were had reported to the police that he felt his life was in danger. And he had actually even mentioned names. And no action had been taken by the time he was killed. And Mr. Speaker, we must call out on the police and tell them that they must be preventive and not just curative. That they must act with speed anytime there is a report that any crime is just about to be committed, Mr. Speaker. And we must get very concerned also about our security. Because, Mr. Speaker, we are asking ourselves questions. There was an armed bodyguard in that car. There was no response from him at all when this attack came. And Mr. Speaker, this makes us also very much afraid. The preparedness of those who take care of our security, are they really prepared to take a swift action if our lives are at threat, Mr. Speaker? And Mr. Speaker, this security question extends even beyond members of parliament. Mr. Speaker, on Sunday, a shoe was thrown to the president as he was addressing residents of Migori County on a car roof, just like he does every other day. So, Mr. Speaker, if the president is not safe, who is safe? Mr. Speaker, the killers of Ongondawere must be brought to book. And Mr. Speaker, we must be assured of our security and the security of everybody in this country. The government must wake up, and responses have to be seen being done by the police. May God rest the soul of Ongondawere
Senator Veronica.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. It's with a deep sense of loss that I offer my deepest condolences to the family of Honorable Were Ongondo. It's very regrettable and very sad, Honorable Speaker, that a man of this stature lost his life through assassination on one of our major streets in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I have thought about the kind of surveillance cameras we have in the city, and I'm hoping that the IG, together with the DCI, will uncover the killers of Honorable Were and even give the reason why. We must understand the mens rea behind the minds of those who killed this Honorable Member of Parliament. And I have read a lot of issues that have been raised on social media. I do not know how truthful those issues are and whether they are just something being done to cover up for the loss of this Honorable Were. He struck me as an honorable gentleman, Honorable Speaker, who was even God-fearing. And what I have read in the social media does not come anywhere close to the kind of person whom I thought we knew in Parliament. But there is no justification for killing a man, because if you have any complaint against any leader or any person anyway, this should be reported to the relevant authorities for investigations to be done. It is very sad, Honorable Speaker, that a member of Parliament could lose his life today the way Honorable Were did. And I know there are those who will shout and say, why are you only thinking about Honorable Were? Honorable Speaker, there is no death that should be celebrated, either of a young man or of a girl, or anybody who loses their life in an unfair manner and in an unjustifiable manner, Honorable Speaker. And for all this, we condemn as Senate. We strongly condemn acts of violence and any act that brings injustice and loss of life. We must start to respect life as a nation. And Honorable Speaker, the space that I have seen on social media, the way it's being utilized, those platforms are now under gross abuse. And there's a lot of cyberbullying, Honorable Speaker. And not only members of Parliament are facing this, but even women, Honorable Speaker, are heavily targeted. And that's why we also have femicide cases going high, Mr. Speaker, and women losing their lives, Mr. Speaker. So I pray that as a society, we need to have a deep reflection of the actions that we are undertaking. Even as young people, our young people, we need to have a deep reflection of the way we are engaging on the social media platforms. Let's send messages of hope. We should not allow families to be attacked. Honorable Were Ongondo's family should be respected right now.
Senator Sifuna.
Honorable Speaker, let me join my colleagues in extending our heartfelt condolences to the family of the late Charles Ongondo Were. This afternoon, led by the Speaker of the National Assembly, we had occasion to pay our respects as his colleagues. He's lying at the Lee Funeral Home, and we also had occasion to go to his home in Karen to condole with his family. The MP for Kasipul has left a very young family, Honorable Speaker, and assurances have been given from this institution by the Speaker of the National Assembly that they are our family. As an institution, they will remain our family, and when they come knocking on our doors, those doors, they will find them open. Honorable Speaker, as a senator of Nairobi, where this incident happened, it is quite unfortunate because we have to explain to the people of the country what the state of security in Nairobi is. I have held the position that, in fact, no one is safe until all of us are safe, and that somebody can be gunned down in broad daylight or even early hours of the night in a place that is properly lit, a place that has cameras, a place that is very busy. There are police officers present on the scene. It speaks to something that these criminals know, that somehow they believe that they can actually get away with it. Honorable Speaker, we continue to ask the police to do a very thorough investigation. In fact, a proposal has been made that just the way that I saw the Leader of Majority and his community having an engagement with the Inspector General of Police, perhaps we need to have a Kamkunji as well, with the Inspector General of Police in the precincts of Parliament here, so that we can also ask him some questions, like I saw the residents of Transmara asking direct questions to the IG in terms of the security situation in that particular region and the police response that led to the killing of over 5 people. Honorable Speaker, as a SG of ODM, I take this opportunity again to register the condolences of the party, the entire party, to the family of Ongondo Were, to the people of Kasipul, and want to urge them, Honorable Speaker, because we have planned that tomorrow we will be having a memorial at Consolata Shrine in Westlands, and then we will be interring him on Friday. We hope that we can have an event that is respectful enough of the dearly departed member, and that it will be devoid of unnecessary sideshows, Honorable Speaker. We as a party are going to put in place whatever mechanisms we can. But you know, people imagine that political parties have a lot of power, Honorable Speaker. ODM does not have powers to arrest anyone. We do not have powers to provide security. We also depend on these institutions of state. And if the police don't do their jobs, then all of us are at risk. I want to finish there, Honorable Speaker, and wish that the soul of our brother, Charles Ongondo Were, we used to call him Sir Charles, rests in eternal peace. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Wambua.
Thank you, the Speaker. The Speaker, first of all, I want to join you in welcoming our colleagues back from the short recess. And hope that, Mr. Speaker, in the days that follow today, Mr. Speaker, we shall be able to apply ourselves to the tasks ahead of us. Mr. Speaker, I join my colleagues in condoling the family of our departed friend and brother, Honorable Charles Ongondo Were, who met his death, Mr. Speaker, in the very, very mysterious circumstances. The Speaker, Honorable Charles Were was a friend, and not just a friend, he was a teammate. The Speaker, remember, we have teams in this Parliament, and Honorable Were was one of the members that were doing the tug of war for the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya, and we pulled the rope with him, a very, very committed leader, a very committed sports person. So, Speaker, I only find consolation in the word in the Bible, the book of Job 4:1, that a man born of a woman is short of days and full of trouble. That any man born of a woman will surely have to die. Mr. Speaker, the only thing that we are asking is that the security